Hi, I'm Timmy, and welcome to Sidelick Town. Today in Sidelick Town, we'll see that Bacon Chum has a problem when he moves, and we'll visit someplace in Sidelick World. But first, Nick is feeling a little worried. Nick is a hard-working lick. He likes adventure, but he's always been careful with his hair. Once, Ray had knocked it off his head. Luckily, his father had a toupee to give him. He was minding his own business when Mike whizzed by in the car. It screeched, banged, and crashed, and now it was upside down. And Mike could hardly move. "Are you okay?" cried Nick. "Never better, kid," chuckled Mike. "I love these kinds of thrills, even if it gets me in trouble." "No kidding," scolded Nick. "You could have destroyed yourself." "I meant when your dad arrests me," corrected Mike. "Besides, breaking stuff is the fun of it." "It certainly wasn't fun having my hair broken off, thank you," snorted Nick. "Then you need to get used to pain, because you face it all the time," screeched Mike. "Why, something could come along and snatch that roadkill hat off your head at any moment. Ha 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 ha." Nick has always been mature enough to ignore Mike's nonsense. But when it came to his hair, he was always serious. He spoke to his friend Jeff. "So now you think your hair is going to fall off again?" questioned Jeff. "Just look at Corey," moaned Nick. "His hair is white." "Nick, he's 41 years old," reassured Jeff. "Besides, your hair isn't real, so it can't change colors." "But that's why it can just come off," wailed Nick. "Nick, I usually don't worry about things like this." "Just relax and let time pass," he advised. "I'm sure you'll turn out just fine if you relax." Nick wanted to relax, but the thought of losing his hair again wouldn't leave. He decided to do some work instead. He moved boxes for Mac. But he couldn't help but worry. What if I was to accidentally toss this box up into the air, he thought. Suddenly, Billy walked by. "Hey, Nick," he grinned. "Need help?" Billy had startled Nick. He jumped and did toss the box up. Its contents, which were ketchup cans, spilled over them both. Nick was covered in the red sauce. "Oh no," sobbed Nick. "This ketchup has ruined my hair. Now my hair's going to smell like a tomato." "I knew this would happen." "How?" asked Billy. "Are you a fortune teller?" "No," responded Nick, "but Mike told me that I might be injured again any time." That made me worry. "Well, that's silly," said Billy. "The only reason you were hurt is that you were too nervous. If you had just calmed down about the future, you'd be fine." "You're right," said Nick, "and so was Jeff. How could I be so silly?" "Come on," added Billy, "let's clean this mess. Then you can get home and scrub the ketchup out of your hair." And in a little while, he was all clean. His hair was perfectly fine. "Huh," pondered Nick. "I guess when I just go with the flow, it all does turn out okay." "Just be thankful," said Billy. "As long as you're calm and careful, you'll be fine." "You're right, Billy," smiled Nick. "You're right." Everywhere in Sidelick World is special. Jeff, Ray, Billy, and all their friends travel far and wide, and they want to show you around. Where's this? That's right, it's the factory. The factory is a bustling place where everything is made. It's where the little licks work, but the grumpy little licks sometimes cause trouble. One day, little Timmy was teasing Ray. He convinced Ray to do his work to prove he was strong enough. But he was too hasty and got himself into a sticky situation. Luckily, they worked together in the end. Another day, Billy was tired. He spent the night guarding the factory, but he soon agreed to another job of giving out boxes. But he accidentally gave out the wrong ones. He learned not to do more than he can. As you can see, lots of memories are kept here. Next time, we'll remember things somewhere else. Bacon Chum is one of the oldest carts in town. He has "Oh yeah" written on both sides. He is very smart though and tries to use it for good. One day, Nick needed to go shopping. "Hello, Bacon Chum," chirped Nick. "Is it okay if we go shopping? The other carts aren't as nice as you sometimes are." Sure, Nick," squeaked Bacon Chum. So Nick carried Bacon Chum out. "Is it okay if you push me the whole way?" asked Bacon Chum. "I thought you guys liked to take control and move by yourselves," said Nick. But Nick agreed. He purchased all the groceries he needed and pushed them along inside Bacon Chum. But halfway through, he let Bacon Chum go by himself. And he saw why he needed to push him. He started squeaking horrendously. Then his wheels buckled. He slid along until he nearly fell over. "What's going on, Bacon Chum?" asked Nick. "Are you okay?" "No," murmured Bacon Chum. "For some reason I've started to lose strength when I try to move my wheels. I'm not strong enough to control them. That's why I need you behind me," he added. "I think we should tell my dad," said Nick. "No," cried Bacon Chum. "He doesn't like me as much as you do. He might just get rid of old me." "Please, keep it our secret," he begged. Nick didn't like keeping secrets, especially from his father. But he wanted to help his friend, so he agreed. He had his uncle file Bacon Chum as Nick's personal cart. That way, no one but Nick would know about his problem. However, Oscar tried to use Bacon Chum one afternoon. "Stop, Oscar," whined Nick. "That's my personal cart." Oscar snorted. Since when is he picky about his shopping? "He does seem to take a liking to Bacon Chum," pondered Corey. "Well, he'll have to do without him if he needs repairs. It's almost time to send our broken carts in." And that day came to Bacon Chum by surprise. "Bacon Chum, I need you to shop with me," announced Corey. "I'm surveying your performance." "With all due respect, sir," began Bacon Chum, "I only shop with Nick. He owns me." "Nick is at the factory," replied Corey. "Besides, I'm his father and the mayor. What I say goes. Now let's go." Bacon Chum tried to weasel his way through by having Corey push him for part of the survey. "You have a good carrying capacity," concluded Corey. "Now I need to see you push yourself." "Well, I'll try," murmured Bacon Chum. Bacon Chum slowly edged forward. He rolled along. But suddenly his wheels buckled. He spun the other way and plowed into the timeout bench. Corey sadly stared. "Okay, sir, I admit it," said Bacon Chum. "I'm not strong enough to maneuver my wheels anymore." "I know you'll want to scrap me, but I love my life here," he confessed. "That's why I made such good friends with your son. Please." Corey didn't say anything. He just sent Paul, the triple basket cart, to help Bacon Chum over to the car. "It's going to be okay, Bacon Chum," advised Corey. "You're a piece of history, and I can send you to a repair shop. They'll make your wheels easier to handle," he reassured. "I'm sure you and Nick will be happy after that." Bacon Chum was happy. And so was Nick when he came back. The old cart felt brand new. "Nick, is it okay if I move on my own this time we shop?" asked Bacon Chum. "Why wouldn't it?" asked Nick.